Hey guys, welcome back to another video, guys. In this video, we're going to do a full card breakdown for UFC 302. This is a pay-per-view card coming up in 2 weeks from now, and I can't wait for it, man. I'm really hyped for this card. And coming back after the Apex card, it's gonna be a treat, man. Out there, this fights are gonna be in New Jersey in the States, so I can't wait for it, man. Let's get into it, guys. Before we get into it, drop a like on this video. Help me out with the YouTube algorithm, and leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. Now let's get into it, guys. We got first fight on the card. We got Nyamjargal taking on André Lima. I'm gonna just pass on that last name because Tumendemberel. Okay, I'm probably not gonna get that name. I was practicing that name before recording this video, but I'm probably never gonna get that name. We'll just call him Nyamjargal. This guy is extremely aggressive, man. I watched his couple of fights in the Road to UFC, and he's really aggressive. He'll shoot takedowns, but striking defense is non-existent. I think André Lima should be able to stay technical. He's gonna be the far more technical striker here, and his takedown defense is not terrible. He was getting taken on in that UFC debut fight against Igor Severino, where he got his arm bitten off. And he won that fight by disqualification, but I think he was winning that fight. I mean, I know, but like people were saying, oh, Igor was winning that fight. I think that fight the first round was close, but André Lima was landing the better shots in that fight. And I really think that André Lima is gonna be the far better striker. He's gonna be far more better defensively here. He's gonna have the more technical striking here. He's gonna be landing those elbows that he's landing on Igor. I see him catching Nyamjargal. Nyamjargal has a chin on him, so I don't really see this. I don't know if I see a knockout here from André Lima. André Lima can also take him down. I've seen Nyamjargal getting controlled by who was it by? I think it was by this guy. By Tapnoy. Tapnoy was taking him down. Nyamjargal was shooting takedowns on him, and he was getting reversed. He was getting those takedowns reversed and getting controlled on the mat, looking for submissions. He's an opportunist submission grappler. He'll try to take your back and scramble. I think André Lima is gonna be the far better striker, far better grapple. I think I see André Lima getting the job done by decision. I don't really see it. I don't know if I see a finish here. I think he's gonna fight at a controlled pace, and I mean, one of the rounds could be close. I feel like Nyamjargal with his forward pressure, with his aggressiveness, maybe might be able to win one round out there. I think this is going to be a close fight, but I do like André Lima. I do like the experience that I do like the guys that he's going out there and fighting. He's been fighting the way better guys out there. Give me André Lima by decision is going to be the pick. No, what's the odds on this one? Let's see what the odds on this one are. Odds on André Lima -210. I think he should be -210. Because I'm not really that high on Nyamjargal. He's very aggressive though, but maybe he's gonna be looking to land a big shot on André Lima, and I think André Lima's gonna be he's gonna be way more he's gonna be technical enough. He's gonna see the punches coming. Nyamjargal gets really aggressive, and I think he's gonna be telegraphing those overhand rights, those left hooks. I see André Lima getting the job done by decision. Alright, guys, up next we got Niko Price taking on Alex Morono. Now this is a rematch, guys. If you guys didn't know. They fought back in I think they fought actually back in how long ago was it? I can't remember how long ago. I think it was like back in 2017. They fought, and so Morono was winning that fight up until he got knocked out. That's what happens with Morono every fight. Mostly he's out there winning fights until he gets clipped and gets put away. Even that Santiago Ponzinibbio fight, he was dominating Santiago Ponzinibbio. He won the first 2 rounds clearly. He won the first 2 rounds. Then he got clipped by overhand right. It just got absolutely knocked out stiff. Went out there and beat Tumendemberel. Tumendemberel almost knocked him out too at the end of the second round. So that's the thing about Morono, man. You can't trust this guy because it's super chinny. The reason I'm gonna pick Morono here is because he's been looking better out there. I mean, Niko Price doesn't look good out there in a long time. Even though he has that win over Morono in that fight in the first round, I mean, he won the first round, knocked him down twice, hurt him a couple of times. Was landing a jab out there. Price was trying to land the head kick over and over. Couldn't really get the head kick up there clean. Price, I mean, the only fight that he won recently was that Alex Oliveira fight, and that fight was really, really close. I went back and rewatched the fight a couple hours ago. That fight was really, really close. It was 1-1 heading into the third round. I think Alex Oliveira could have won that fight if he was more aggressive in that third round. But it was a 28-28 decision for Niko Price. And Alex Oliveira, I mean, not Alex Morono. Alex Oliveira was on his way out of the UFC there, and Niko Price should have finished him. I think I had the under 2.5 rounds in that one. I was like, no way Niko Price is gonna go the distance here. I had the under 2.5 in that one, and that fight went the distance because Niko Price just couldn't really finish Oliveira for some reason. And Oliveira was catching with some good shots too. Niko Price's chin, I think the damage that Niko Price has taken over the years, I think is catching up to him. He's been knocked out like 5 times now, all 5 times in the UFC. He's only gone the distance twice in the UFC, and he's 1-1 in the UFC when the fights are going longer. I think he's gonna have to knock out Morono in this fight to win this fight, because I don't see him landing enough output out there. I don't see him landing enough volume out there to win this fight by decision. I do like Morono. I don't really trust him as a favorite in this fight. I know he's like 3-1 here. Morono, how big? He's minus 250. Yeah, I don't trust him as a disfightable favorite because he did lose that first fight. He's super chinny. And I don't even trust under 2.5 rounds in this fight because Morono might not be able to finish him, to be honest. Because he hurt Niko Price in that first fight, just couldn't really finish him. Just can't get a finish. I mean, he'll like drop these guys and just not really, he can't really, like, doesn't have that finishing instincts for some reason. Unless he catches you in the submission like he caught Tim Means. I mean, he rocked Tim Means on the feet and Tim Means shot a takedown on him, ran into that guillotine choke. Classic Tim Means. He could be 4-1 in the last 5 fights. I mean, that Santiago Ponzinibbio fight, if he just avoided that power in the 3rd round, I mean, he was clearly winning the fight. That was going to be 3-27 if he just didn't get clipped in the 3rd round. So it could be, his only loss in the last 5 fights could be to Joaquin Buckley, where he was still into distance with Joaquin Buckley. I mean, so. And at first rounds with Joaquin Buckley weren't terrible. I mean, he was looking terrible in that first 2 rounds. But the power is what made the difference in that fight. I like Morono. I think Morono gets it done. The question is, Morono gonna go out there and finish Niko Price? Because Niko Price has been looking terrible out there, man. I'm gonna pick Morono by, I don't know about TKO. I mean, he does have some TKO wins. Mostly goes the distance in the UFC. He's gone the distance 9 times. Like, he's gone the distance 13 times in the UFC. Is 9-4 when fights are going longer. I want to say knockout, but I mean, I don't know. Niko Price is pretty tough, man. He's not gonna give up out there. Rona's really gonna have to put it on him, and I just don't know if he has the power to really get that finish that he should be going out there and finishing. He should be going out there and finishing Niko Price at this point in his career. I'm gonna pick Morono by maybe, we'll pick him. I want to pick him by knockout so bad. I'll pick him by knockout. I feel like this might be the end for Niko Price. I mean, he did not look good in that Robbie Lawler fight at all. And I think I picked Robbie Lawler in that spot too in my breakdowns on YouTube. That's when I really started my channel 9 months back. So I think that was one of my first breakdowns on the channel. Also, I think it was that, what was that card? I think it was Volkanovski versus Yair, right? Was that the card? I think it was, yeah, Volkanovski versus Yair card. Yeah, that was a good card. It was actually that card. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna pick Morono by, I'll pick him by KO, TKO, but I don't know if he's gonna get the KO. I don't have a lot of confidence in that one. Alright, guys, up next we got Roman Kopylov taking on César Almeida, man, and good matchup. I mean, good matchmaking by the UFC. They're giving César Almeida someone that's gonna be looking to stand and bang with him, not really gonna be shooting takedowns out there. Now, can Roman Kopylov, he seems like a smart guy. Can he come into this fight and shoot takedowns in this fight? He does have the cardio where he could implement the grappling heavy game plan. Is he gonna do that though? That's the question. This guy has some of the nastiest body kicks I've ever seen. Body shots. He works the body really well. His striking is phenomenal. And this is a tough fight, man. This is a tough fight to make a pick on. I mean, I went back and rewatched all the fights of Kopylov. I think I picked him over Hernandez too. Yeah, I picked him over Hernandez as a pretty big underdog. I bet on him, bet one unit on him there. And the odds were pretty juicy, so I was like, might as well take a chance because he wasn't looking terrible in that fight. He had some good moments in that fight, man. So he defended like 8 takedowns in that fight in the first round. So his takedown defense was holding up. He took that fight in short notice. Also, his takedown defense was clearly holding up in that first round. Eventually, Hernandez is just a pit bull, man. This guy's gonna keep shooting takedowns on you. Eventually, he just needs one takedown. He only needed one takedown in the second round. Got the submission over Kopylov, rear naked choke. Was it rear naked choke? Yeah, it was rear naked choke in that spot. Then I've cast tickets on Kopylov before. I've cast the second on KO on Kopylov many times. I cast a ticket on second on him when he head kicked Claudio Rivero to the shadow realm. That was one of the nastiest head kicks I've seen. That was in the Poirier versus Gaethje card. This Roman Kopylov is the real deal, man. When he's not out there facing grapplers, he's out there beating these guys, out there knocking these guys out. Now, Josh Fremd was a grappler. He's taking Kopylov's takedown defense has definitely improved. He only got taken on one time by Hernandez, but that was enough for him to lose that fight by submission. But the wins, in the UFC, we can say that he's got more experience because he does have more experience in the UFC. The wins, all these guys that he has wins over in the UFC are just they're not even positive in the UFC. Leslie DeCarico is like 4-7. Punahele Soriano just lost to Dustin Stoltzfus, who's an absolute can. He's like 3-4 now. Josh Fremd, Claudio Ribeiro is not even in the UFC. I don't even think he's in the UFC anymore. He's like 1-3. Josh Fremd, this guy's pretty terrible. I feel like he's like 2-3 now. So I know a lot of people are gonna pick Kopylov just because he's more proven in UFC. He is more proven in UFC. He fought Hernandez. He's fighting the way better competition. As much as I want to pick Almeida here, I'm gonna go Almeida. I'll pick Almeida. I don't know. I feel like this is a good matchmaking for him, man. I feel this is a good matchup for him. Now, can Kopylov bring in the grappling heavy game plan? Kopylov can also knock him out on the feet. He can definitely catch him with a head kick or something. But I don't know. I just have a sneaky feeling Almeida might be able to get something done. And I like Almeida as a dog here, man. He's only got 5 fights in the UFC. 5 fights overall in MMA. Fought Lucas Fernando, who's coming off LFA. He got taken down in the first round. Got taken down in the third round. But he was landing the more damaging shots on the feed. The only thing I don't like about Almeida is he's kind of low volume sometimes. Doesn't throw enough strikes. Doesn't throw enough volume out there. He might lose this fight based on volume alone. But I'm going to pick Almeida by decision. I don't see him finishing Kopylov. Kopylov is the rightful favorite, I feel like. What's the line on this one? Minus 130 for Kopylov. The line is not that wide. César Almeida plus 110. I was expecting Kopylov to be like minus 200 here, 2-1. I guess people are understanding Almeida is no joke, man. A lot of people were picking Dylan Burka in that fight. I remember a lot of people are betting Dylan Burka just because they're expecting him to just take this guy down over and over. If people watched that César Almeida fight on Contender Series, they would have known this guy's he's very composed, man. I like a composer of César Almeida, and even when he gets taken down, he doesn't panic at all. And this fight is gonna be a stand-up fight, and he's 36 years old, so his time is now. We're gonna find out if he can beat a really proven kickboxer in the UFC, and Kopylov is a really good striker in the UFC. And losing to Hernandez, there's really no shame there. Absolutely no shame losing to Hernandez. He's out there finishing these guys too. I'm gonna pick César Almeida by decision. He's never been knocked out. Also, César Almeida is pretty terrible. Fought Alex Pereira 3 times back in the day, never been knocked out. Has a win over Pereira also. Give me César Almeida by decision. I think it's going to be a close fight. If Kopylov can't land something crazy and get him out of there, which is going to be pretty tough. Alright guys, up next we got Phil Rowe taking on Jake Matthews, man. And I'm not that having Phil Rowe. I know a lot of people are picking Phil Rowe here. I don't know. I just think Phil Rowe might be kind of fraudulent. He did put up a close fight in that Magny fight. He kept running into that clinch for some reason. Who did I pick in that spot? I can't remember. Okay, I picked Magny there by decision, but it was a close fight. At distance, he was landing some nice shots and that Neil Magny on the feed. Then he kept running into that clinch over and over. His fight IQ was very questionable. In that Niko Price fight, he almost got finished in the second round. If you guys go back and rewatch the fight with Niko Price, he almost got finished in the second. He got hurt bad, and almost got grounded and pounded to a finish. Came back in the third round. And Niko Price was absolutely gassed, didn't have any cardio left at all. And knocking out Jason Wade, is what it is. Jason Wade's in a can. Orion Costa brothers are absolute cans. Lou Lasso, Gabe Green, so I don't know. I'm not high on Phil Rowe like everyone else. I know he's got an 80-inch reach, 6'3". He's a long and rangy. Maybe can you go out there, use his reach and height, whatever. I don't know. I'm not really sold on Phil Rowe. I like Jake Matthews. I'm not that high on Jake Matthews either. I'm not gonna bet Jake Matthews here. I'm not gonna bet this fight at all because I think it's gonna be close. Jake Matthews fights to the level of his opponent sometimes. I think he could get some takedowns here. He was getting takedowns on Simmelsberger. The only reason Simmelsberger won that fight was because he dropped him every round. But Matthews he should have won the second, third round if he didn't get dropped in the second, third round. Because he was outlanding Matthews and he was outlanding Simmelsberger, taking him down. Simmelsberger's not an easy guy to take down. And he was taking him down, so He's got some nice judo throws. I like Jake Matthews here. I like the grappling. I like the more experience for him. The UFC fighting the better competition. Lost to Sean Brady. No shame. Absolutely no shame there for losing to Sean Brady. Wins are honestly not that good recently for him. Wins over Darius Flowers. I mean, Darius Flowers should not be in the UFC. I don't think Darius Flowers deserves to be in the UFC at all. Fialho is not in the UFC anymore. So, I guess Orion Costa is pretty terrible. I mean, we just admits not in the UFC I think anymore. Niko Price is barely hanging on to his UFC career. His fight against Morono might be his last fight in the UFC. So this fight, I mean, you should probably not be betting on this fight. I am gonna pick Jake Matthews because I like him more. I think he's got the more he's more tight with the striking. I feel like he doesn't have a lot of power though. I don't think Rowe has a lot of power either. I know he's got a couple of knockout wins, but the guys that he's out there knocking out, I mean, I'm not really that high on. Niko Price has been knocked out back to back so many times. I just don't see him knocking out Jake Matthews. That's why I'm gonna pick Jake Matthews. I like the durability. He's very tough to finish though. You can knock him down. I mean, Summersberger knocked him down every round. Just you can't finish the guy because it's really tough. Only been finished once, and that was back in the day by Kevin Lee back in 2016. So it's pretty durable, man. He's also gone the distance many times. And Phil Rowe doesn't really go. I mean, he's not when the fights are going longer. He doesn't really know how to like get ahead on scorecards. I think Matthews can time some takedowns. Maybe take his back. He's got way better jiu-jitsu than Phil Rowe. I like Matthews by decision. It's gonna be my pick. What's the line on this one? Matthews minus 155. Phil Rowe plus 130. Yeah, give me Matthews. But I'm probably not gonna bet on him at this line. Maybe the over 2.5. I think it goes over 1.5. I don't know. It might go over 2.5 also. I like the overs. I think it goes a distance. I think this fight goes a distance. So I'm gonna pick Matthews by decision. Is gonna be my pick. Alright guys, up next we got Grant Dawson taking on Joe Solecki, a fight between two grapplers. I mean, these guys are mostly known for their grappling. Grant Dawson is he's more of a wrestler also, like where Joe Solecki is a BJJ nerd. And being a BJJ nerd, I mean, jiu-jitsu nerd, I mean, cost him his last fight against Jacare Close. Got slammed looking for that stupid armbar off his back. If he got that armbar, that would have been sick for him. I mean, for Jacare Close, but Jacare Close slammed him down. We saw two back-to-back slam knockouts on that fight on that card. I mean, we saw Cody Brendan slamming Jacare Reese also on that card. So he's got a couple of wins. I mean, wins over Alex da Silva. I mean, that win's not terrible. I know who Alex da Silva is. Alex da Silva is out there winning some fights, and we might see him get another opportunity in the UFC. I feel like he's 24-5. He was 1-3 in the UFC, but lost to some decent guys back in the day. Hopefully we see him back in the UFC, man. I want to see him back in the UFC. But that's probably his best. I mean, other than Jim Miller, Austin Hubbard. I mean, so he's got a couple of wins. I mean, overall, I don't know. I like Grant Dawson. His wrestling more. I like his control more. His cardio is suspect though, and I don't really trust him as a white favorite here. He's like 3-1 here, which is crazy. He should not be 3-1. He was like a minus 450 over Bobby Rain, and he got knocked out in 30 seconds. So if you had Grant Dawson in parlays like I did, I had him parlay with Pfeiffer and one more fighter. I think I can't remember the other leg that I had him with. You're probably not gonna parlay him. You're probably not running to your books to go parlay him at 3-1 here. But I do see Grant Dawson being the better wrestler. I do see him having the better control in the ground, being the better striker. Also throws more volume on the feet. I like Grant Dawson. I think Grant Dawson gets it done by decision. Is gonna be my pick. Grant Dawson minus 310. I don't know about parlaying him. I think it goes over. I think Solecki's not gonna get subbed that easy in this fight. Some people are picking him by submission. I get it, but I think decision is more likely. I think Solecki's gonna be looking. They're gonna be transitioning back and forth in the grappling. I think Dawson will be able to win on control, land the better shots on the feet. His striking just a little bit better than Solecki, I feel like. So I'm gonna go Grant Dawson by decision. A lot of decisions I'm picking. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully we see a lot of finishes on this card. Alright guys, up next we got Mickey Gall taking on Bassil Hafez. I mean, you guys remember Mickey Gall? He fought who did he fight? He fought that guy who was that WWE fighter he fought? I can't remember. CM Punk. Yeah, he fought CM Punk back in 2016. that was just CM Punk just trying to make some money in the UFC, making a quick paycheck in the UFC. He's got some nice wins. I mean, wins versus Sage. I mean, back in the day, back in 2016, back when Sage had a lot of hype coming in. I guess not a lot of hype coming in back then. Never mind. I thought a lot of people were high on Sage then. But yeah, he's fought pretty much I think he's fought the better competitions than Bassil Hafez. Other than Bassil Hafez fighting JDM in his short notice debut, Mickey Gill's actually fought some decent guys. But I see Bassil Hafez knocking him out cold in the first round. I think he's gonna knock him out cold. This is not good. This is good matchmaking for Bassil Hafez. I mean, some people think he should have won that JDM fight. I think JDM did enough to win 28-28. JDM also, I think he had a 10-8 round in the third round. It could have been a 10-8 round if JDM didn't like get taken down. He was shooting his own takedown. JDM made a lot of mistakes in that fight. Shot like 5 guillotine chokes. Got taken down every time. I like Hafez's grappling. I like his wrestling. I like his striking. Striking is not terrible at all. He was actually striking with the JDM and didn't get knocked out when striking with JDM. A lot of people get knocked out when they're striking with JDM. I think Bassil Hafez is a lock, man. I think it's a lock on this card. I don't normally say that, but just the way Mickey Gill's been away from 2 years, I love fading these guys that come back after a layout. We faded Brahimaz. You guys remember a lot of people were high on Brahimaz last week. What happened, guys? Brahimaz couldn't even get a one single takedown out there. We had Grimbo as a lock of the week on that minus 135. I told you guys that was a great line, and everyone was betting against my lock of the week last week. I know a lot of some people that watch my channel, they're probably betting Grimbo. But what happened there? I mean, these guys that come back after a layoff, I mean, in women's MMA, I don't think it matters that much in women's MMA. But overall, in general, in MMA, I mean, it matters when you're away from the game for 2 years off. And this guy's been away from 2 years and 2 months, right? Almost as long as Brahimaz was away from. And a lot of people are looking at Brahimaz on the scales or saying, comparing him to Arman Sarukian. And yeah, he's $1 for Arman Sarukian. Off-brand Arman Sarukian. I'm so glad Grimbo beat I mean, he didn't like have a crazy like entertaining performance out there, but he out-grappled the grappler, so I'm gonna be I'm happy about that with the Grimbo there. But I'm gonna pick Hafez by TKO. I think Bassil Hafez is gonna get the KO in the first round. I don't think Mickey Gall's gonna have success with the grappling. He's mostly like a grappler. Striking is not that good. I see Hafez knocking him out in the first round. Probably taking him down, maybe locking in a submission. Hafez almost had a arm triangle locked in on JDM. He was looking for the arm triangle on JDM. I don't think submission is that likely. He should go out there and strike with him, I feel like. I'm going to pick Bassil Hafez by knockout. A lot of people are picking him by knockout. I think it makes sense. Bassil Hafez by knockout. First round knockout for Bassil Hafez. I think he was landing some big shots in JDM also on the feed. And JDM has a good chin on him. We know how good JDM chin is. Bassil Hafez by TKO. First round or second round. First round, likely first round, I'm going to say. Because I don't think Mickey Gall is going to come back looking like... Even when he was fighting, he wasn't looking that good out there either. Yeah, I like Hafez here a lot. I think it's a good parlay piece. We're probably going to put him in a parlay piece later when we're done breaking down the fights. What's the line on this one? Bassil Hafez, minus 275. Not bad. Even though he's only got one fight in the UFC, I think I saw everything I needed to see in that JDM fight. Even though JDM can get taken down, the fact that he was a striker with JDM and landed some big shots in JDM, caught JDM a couple of times, rocked him. Didn't really rock him enough to like hurt him badly, but he caught him on the chin a couple of times. So he's got some big power. He's a wrestler. He can take over takedowns. I think this is like as good of a lock at this line, minus 275, as you will see on this card. Alright guys, up next we got Joselyne Edwards versus Ailin Perez 2. This is a rematch? No way, I don't think this is a rematch, right? I don't think this is a rematch. I don't think they ever fought in the past. Maybe Paulo, he made a mistake. Yeah, I don't think they fought in the past, right? Joselyne, no, they never fought in the past, so I guess this is a mistake by Paulo. Paulo, what are you doing? But yeah, this is a matchup between a wrestler and a striker. Mostly Joselyne Edwards is striker, mostly throws a ton of volume, not really much sting on it. And they had a common opponent. Lucy Putilova fought Joselyne Edwards, and I think Lucy Putilova should have won that fight. That was a robbery. I think that was a robbery. I picked Lucy Putilova to beat Edwards, and that was a robbery. Edwards has a habit of making fights really, really close and winning some split decisions. I mean, even that last fight against Nora Carnoli, I think she should have won that fight against Nora Carnoli. I think she was getting taken. Nora Carnoli taking her down, controlling her, but wasn't really doing much on the feed. Even though I don't like Ailin Perez striking, I think her striking is horrendous. You should not be trusting her at this line. I think this is almost like a 3-1 here. Favor at 3-1, so that means I don't know how the line's so wide on this fight. I do see Ailin Perez getting takedowns. If Lucy Podilova can get takedowns on you and control you on the mat, it's that easy. I think Perez will get the takedowns here. I'm gonna pick Perez by decision. I think it's gonna be 28-28. The bet that I'm gonna be looking at on this fight. Now, I was talking about a bet last week on Demopoulos, and then I just completely forgot to go bet on her plus 3.5 points. The man, all she needed to do was win one round out there, and I just completely forgot that I was thinking about that bet. That was actually plus 170 for Demopoulos by plus 3.5. All she needed to do was win one round. She actually won the fight, which is I don't think that was a robbery. That was like okay, whatever. It was a close fight. I like the Edwards plus 3.5 here. I think she can make this fight close because Perez gasses out. She was gassed out in the third round against Podilova. Even if she gasses out, I don't think Edwards has enough power to really like knock her out or like hurt her or get her 10-year round. I think Perez gets it done. She's gonna get takedowns, win the first round, and then gas out third round. And I think Edwards is gonna win the third round. I like Perez. I think Perez gets it done, but I'm not gonna. I should be staying away. I actually parlayed the Corti like an idiot last week, and I paid for it. Should have taken the over 2.5, but I was like, the Corti should win. Her line's like only minus 350 or something like that, minus 375, and the over 2.5 was like minus. I think the over 2.5 was actually like minus 550. So I was like trying to save some dollars on the parlay. That cost me. So do not parlay Ailin Perez. She's not gonna be fighting like. It's not going to be fighting like a minus 275. I'll say that much right now. There is value in Edwards here. I think she can make the fight close. The plus 3.5 spread in Edwards, I think, is solid. Why I'm going to pick Perez by decision. She should be 10-1 right now. Her only legit loss was Stephanie Egger, where she got choked out in the second round. Stephanie Egger has a legit BJJ. This fight against Tamir Zodol, this is bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. And this was a DQ win. I mean, Riddle milked that DQ win. So that's what happened there. She was dominating Riddle though. I think she will get the takedowns here. Alright guys, main card time now. Main card time now. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video. Drop a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate you guys' support as always. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. Alright, let's go guys. We got Kevin Holland taking on Oleksiejczuk, man. A good matchup. I think it's a good matchup for Kevin Holland. He's I've done pretty well in Kevin Holland fights. I'm 4-0 in the Kevin Holland fights. I picked him over Santiago Ponzinibbio. Picked him to beat Michael Chiesa, and a lot of people were picking Michael Chiesa in that spot. I remember. Actually, a lot of people were picking Michael Chiesa. I remember that. And the odds were really close. I can't remember how close the odds were in there. Like Holland was only like minus 130, minus 140 there. It was absolutely nuts. I don't know how people were picking Chiesa. Chiesa has not looked good in a long time. Then I picked JDM to beat him. I got JDM at plus 105 there. Then I picked Michael Wyndham Pace as a dog to beat him. I bet on Michael Wyndham Pace by decision. Bet him money line plus 121. So I think I got a good read on who Kevin Holland is, and I have a good read on Oleksiejczuk. Oleksiejczuk is mostly a boxer. Doesn't throw a lot of kicks out there. Doesn't have any striking defense at all. Takes a lot of damage early. He's mostly known for like taking some damage early and then catching people as they're coming in, trying to finish him. That's what he did against Chidi Njokuani. He rocked Chidi Njokuani when Chidi was trying to finish him. Then he got the takedown and Chidi absolutely gassed out like he normally does. Then Kyle Brahalio fight. I think I bet on Kyle Brahalio by submission. That was Kyle Brahalio's first finish in the UFC overall. Because the thing about Oleksiejczuk is that he's got no grappling, submission grappling defensive. Like he's got no submission defense. Which is why I picked Michał Pereira by submission over him too. I should have played that submission. It was plus 650. I was thinking about it. I was like, I played Michał Pereira by money line. I should have played the submission. It was like plus 650. Crazy number by submission because this guy has a habit of giving up submissions when he's rocked or hurt, and that's why I picked Michał Pereira by submission. I think Kevin Holland's gonna do the same thing Michał Pereira did. He's gonna hurt him to the body. He's not as powerful as Pereira. I'll say that much. But I think he's gonna land a clean shot on Oleksiejczuk. He's gonna rock him, then he's gonna jump on him, maybe finish him with a dirt choke or like a ninja choke or something like that. Kevin Holland has legit BJJ, and I see him bouncing back. He's on a 2-5 skid right now. That JDM fight was really close though, but I think JDM was landing the better shots. So the way Kevin Holland was reacting to the shots was not really the best look for Kevin Holland. But I think he's going to bounce back, man. This is a good matchup for Kevin Holland by the UFC. I think they're giving him a good matchup here. And he's still ranked in the top 11 right now at a welterweight. So I see him getting it done, man. He's also fought at a 185 before. He's also fought at 205 against Thiago Santos. Remember that time when he fought Thiago Santos. In this fight, I mean, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I mean, I remember betting on Kevin Holland because I was expecting him to go out and wrestle. And he really wanted to entertain the fans. He really wanted to keep the fight on the feed. And I was really pissed off with Kevin Holland there. But he was dominating Wonderboy in the first couple rounds before he broke his hand. Then he was getting tired. He got TKO'd. His corner threw in the towel. I think this is a good fight for Kevin Holland, man. I like Kevin Holland here a lot. What's the number on Kevin Holland? Minus 225. I think that's a good number. Right number on Kevin Holland. I think it's a good parlay piece. Alright, guys. Up next, we got Randy Brown taking on Elizeu dos Santos. As much as I wanted to pick Zaleski, man, and he looked good in that Renat Facardina fight. I mean, he killed a couple of my prop plays in the Facardina. I know some books probably refunded your money if you bet on props in that fight because it was a majority draw. If you bet the money line, you got your money back there because it was a draw. But I had the plus. I think I had minus 3.5 on Renat Facardina to win all 3 rounds before Renat Facardina. I mean, he knocked down Zaleski in the first round. Just couldn't really finish him though. Zaleski's still really tough, man. His only loss recently was to Muslim Salika, which is a really close fight. This is a fight I'm probably gonna pass on because I don't really trust Brown here, but I'm gonna pick Brown. He's still super chinny though. He's chinny as hell. He's been dropped in that Trinaldo fight. He's been dropped in that. I think he got dropped in the Chaos fight also. He gets dropped a lot, man. So Zaleski has the power to really change this fight at any moment, but I am gonna pick Randy, and JDM dropped him also, obviously, but JDM is in top 5 right now. Finishing guys like Burns. I mean, we had JDM as a lock enough against Burns. Randy Brown, I think is gonna be my pick, man, because I do see him landing more volume out there. I see him being the busier striker out there. His takedown defense is solid, so I don't think Zaleski is really gonna be shooting takedowns on him. Can Zaleski shoot takedowns on him? I think he could. He could muscle him around because I think Zaleski is more physically stronger out there. But I'm going to pick Randy Brown. As much as I want to pick the underdog Zaleski here, I don't know. I feel like Randy Brown might be still making improvements out there. He's 33, so his difference is not that crazy. Zaleski's only like a couple years older than him. Zaleski can definitely win this fight. I mean, I'm probably gonna pass on this one. Because Zaleski beat Benoit something like a drum. I mean, he dominated Benoit something. That fight should have been stopped. And I had the fight doesn't go to this and now, and I was like yelling at the referee, like, why are you not stopping this fight right now, bro? What the fuck is going on right now? Why are you not stopping this fight? The referee was just not really there mentally. I mean, he was there physically, but not really there. Like, he was not really there, like mentally. Yeah, I mean, Zaleski is still. I mean, he almost finished Renat Facardina in that fight. I mean, he almost finished Renat Facardina, hurt him to the body with that body kick, then almost finished him. That was kind of crazy, though. That was kind of crazy. So Zaleski's still a tough out, man. Because if Randy Brown gets lazy with the striking defense, he can definitely get clipped and put away. His only loss recently was Li Jingliang and Salikov and Nicholas Dalby, which is a split. So he's got 2 split decision losses, last couple of fights. I really want to pick Zaleski here, man. I really want to pick him, but I feel like Randy Brown might be able to get it done. Should I pick Zaleski here? I don't know. Like, I really want to pick him to win. I might change my pick later if I see Zaleski looking really good on the scales, because he has that knockout win over Sean Strickland. This guy's really tough, man. So, is Brown gonna finish him? I don't think Brown's finishing him, to be honest. Damn, man, really tough fight in my opinion. I don't hate anyone. I can't blame anyone taking Zaleski as a dog here. Maybe you should wait a bit, because I think people are gonna parlay Randy Brown because he looked really good in that Muslim Salikov fight. Maybe you can get a better number in Zaleski. Maybe Zaleski plus 3.5. I like Zaleski plus 3.5 a lot because I don't see Brown finishing him. Zaleski's only been finished like one time, and that was by third round against Li Jingliang. I am gonna pick Randy Brown, but I like the plus 3.5 spread on Zaleski. I think he can make this fight close. I think this could be a close, razor close fight because I don't see Randy Brown just dominating him for 3 rounds without getting clipped. He gets clipped every fight almost. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Randy Brown by decision. Is gonna be my pick. What's the line in this one? Line Randy Brown minus 148. Yeah, I don't like that betting. I don't like the betting side for Randy Brown here. Cause this guy's as tough as they come. Alright guys, up next we got Jailton Almeida taking on Alexandr Romanov. And give me Jailton Almeida. I think Jailton Almeida will have the far better jiu-jitsu, far better cardio. Striking is non-existent, but Romanov's not really known for striking. He's really slow, plotty, heavyweight. I mean, not really that athletic. I feel like he's gonna have the weight advantage over Almeida here, but I don't know. I don't think Romanov's that good. Got that bounce back win over Bagoy-Ivanov. I mean, Bagoy-Ivanov is actually losing fights in PFL now. He lost. I actually picked and bet against Bagoy-Ivanov in his debut in PFL recently. So Bagoy-Ivanov is not even in the UFC anymore. Has a win over Chase Sherman, who's not in the UFC anymore. Who's fighting? I think Chase Sherman is actually fighting in like BKFC now or some shit. Jared Verdera is not in the UFC anymore, I think. So I don't think Romanov is that good. He's 17-2. I mean, the record looks good on paper. The way this guy, I mean, he's a good wrestler. Can he get some takedowns down to Almeida? I don't really think that's gonna happen. Almeida was actually taking down Curtis Blades. He took down Curtis Blades like 8 times. Couldn't really control him on the ground. Still was taking him down. Took down Derek Lewis over and over every round. Couldn't really finish Derek Lewis though. But Derek Lewis is still really tough. I mean, he's got a no neck on him, so you can't really like catch him in a submission. Rosenstrike, I mean, that Rosenstrike win looks better and better because Rosenstrike's still out there turning back up and comers. Give me Almeida. I think Almeida gets it done by probably submission or ground and pound. I think Almeida gets it done. I'm pretty confident in Almeida here. I think he should get it done. It's a heavyweight fight, I mean, so you never know. You can never be too sure, I guess. You can't have a lot of confidence in heavyweight fights. I do see Almeida getting it done. It's striking, I mean, I don't think striking is that, like, I don't think Romanov's like that much better than him in the striking. Romanov did show some improvements in that Bagoy-Ivanov fight. Bagoy-Ivanov was like really fucking terrible though. He's really slow and just is really durable. That's the way Bagoy-Ivanov was winning fights in the UFC. He just has that durability in fights. Give me Almeida by submission likely. Maybe by ground and pound TKO. Alright guys, co-main event spot. We got co-main event now for UFC 302. We got Sean Strickland and Paulo Costa. Now, does Paulo Costa really deserve this matchup? That's the question that I have. Paulo Costa recently lost to Whitaker, former champion. Put up a decent fight in that fight. I mean, it wasn't looking terrible. Won the first round. It was 29-28 for Whitaker. I think it was 29-28 for Whitaker. Yeah, it was a close fight though. But and Paulo Costa his striking was actually looking cleaner in that fight against Whitaker. And they're giving him someone that doesn't have a lot of power. I don't think Strickland has a lot of power. He's a volume striker. Has some of the best striking defense at middleweight. Former champion. Put up a really good fight against Duplessis. I did pick Duplessis there. I think I picked Izzy to beat him. I picked Abus Magomedov. No, I picked Strickland to beat Abus. Did I pick? I think I did pick Strickland to beat him. Let me check. Yeah, I did pick Strickland to beat him. Abus is pretty terrible. I don't think Abus is that good. Even though Van Alter recently beat that Worley by decision. I mean, you can't finish Worley at this point, bro. What are you doing in the UFC? Let's get back to this breakdown. So, Paulo Costa, man, he's going to be throwing those body kicks. He's got some sneaky head kicks. Powerful guy. He's going to have the more power in this fight. Can he end the fight with the power shot? I mean, if he catches Strickland clean. I don't think it happens, though. I like Strickland here a lot. I think Strickland is a good parlay piece on this card. It's the 5-round fight, which favors Strickland also. He's got way better cardio, way more output on the feet, way better jabs. I mean, way cleaner boxing. Durability, I like Strickland's durability. He's only been finished like 2 times, and one of them was by Zaleski, and one of them was by Perez, who's an absolute beast, fighting at 205 now, and is going to be a dominant champion at 205. And that Jared Cannonier fight, I think you should have won that Jared Cannonier fight. That Jared Cannonier fight was kind of a robbery in my opinion. And the Zaleski caught him with that spinning hook kick or some shit. But Joselyne has really good capoeira, so I don't think Paulo Costa is going to be throwing. He was throwing that wheel kick. He landed the wheel kick on Whitaker. Can you catch him with something? I mean, it's a fight game. Anything can happen in the fight game. I don't think it's that likely. I like Strickland here. I like Strickland by decision, which is a square pick, I guess. But I don't see Strickland finishing him, and I don't see Paulo Costa finishing him in this fight. Paulo Costa hasn't really finished anyone in like years and years. I mean, the last guy that he finished was Johnny Hendricks, who was like didn't even train properly for that fight. Finished. Who else did he finish? I think he finished Uriah Hall, right? Didn't he finish? Yeah, he finished Uriah Hall with the body shot there. I don't know. I think Strickland gets done by decision. This is an easy matchup for Strickland, in my opinion. It's gonna be the far. He's actually fought power punchers before. I mean, he fought Drew Plessis, who hits like a truck. Fought Jared Cannonier, who has got a lot of power. Fought Pereira. I mean, Pereira knocked him out, obviously, but he just didn't grapple in that fight. I don't think he's going to be dropping this fight because Paulo Costa has got really decent takedown defense. I do like Strickland here. I think Strickland gets the job done. The odds on this fight, Strickland coming in at -198. I like Strickland here. I think Strickland should be. I think he should be 2-1 here. Good parlay piece. I like Strickland as a parlay piece on this fight. Alright guys, main event time now. If you guys haven't chatted, make sure you guys drop a like on this video and leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. And if you guys want to support the channel, you can do it by becoming a member. It's only $4.99 a month. And if you guys want to support us, you don't have to do it though. But I appreciate everyone that does it. I think we got like 30 members on the channel already. Alright guys, Islam Makhachev taking on Dustin Poirier, man. I mean, good matchup. Good matchup for Makhachev. I feel like good matchup for Makhachev. As much as I was thinking about picking Dustin Poirier here, I'll be honest with you guys, but I can't do it. Well, am I gonna go bet on Dustin Poirier? Maybe at this crazy plus money. Maybe I'll sprinkle the KO for Dustin Poirier. Maybe sprinkle this first or second on KO. Maybe you can catch him with something, but I just don't think that's likely at a high clip. I think Makhachev will be. He's gonna be smart. I don't think he's dumb. I don't think he's gonna be trading on the feed with like Benoit Santoni. I think Makhachev is actually the better. I think he's actually the better counter striker than Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier has nice boxing, but I actually think Makhachev is he's got better striking defense than Poirier. Like I think people are gonna disagree with that. I think Makhachev is actually the better striker, even though he hasn't fought as many as the guys that Poirier is out there fighting. Poirier's fought everyone, man. He's got 30 fights in the UFC. I mean, absolute beast. He's actually 22-7. I mean, fought everyone. I mean, fought Michael Chandler. He was getting steamrolled by Michael Chandler in that fight, getting taken on over and over and over. And I had Poirier money line parlay. I had Poirier by ITD. I was all over Poirier. I had Poirier by knockout also. And thank God that Michael Chandler gassed out and shot that desperate takedown, got his back taken and got subbed in that fight. And that Dustin Gaethje fight, I was in Poirier in that fight, and yeah, he got shadow kicked into the stratosphere. I did pick Benoit Santoni there. Had Benoit Santoni, had money on Benoit Santoni. Obviously, Benoit Santoni got sent to the shadow realm. That Hooker fight, was really back and forth. He knocked out Conor McGregor obviously twice. The second was like an injury, but he was dominating Conor in the second fight also. Third fight, that was the trilogy. Beat Max Holloway. That win over Max Holloway looks good for him. Max Holloway took that fight on short notice though, but every time he's out there facing people that are gonna grapple him, have finishing and have a good jiu-jitsu, those guys are beating him. Habib got him in the rear naked choke and third round, broke him down with the grappling. Oliver was actually taking him down, which is not a good look. Oliver, I guess, was getting clipped early, took him down, was controlling him in the I think it was the second round or third. Yeah, took him down the second and controlled him. Poirier just couldn't work his way back up. He got taken down against Charles Oliveira, got taken down against Michael Chandler, got taken down against Benoit Santoni. What makes you think that Makhachev is not gonna take him down and submit him? Can Dustin Poirier make him work? Like Volkanovski was doing, make him gas out. Maybe Makhachev is really trying to take him down, can't really get a submission off. Maybe he can do something like that, but I think Makhachev is gonna be more than prepared for this fight. He's not really a guy that's gonna be skipping training. He's not gonna be taking days off in training. This is Poirier's third crack at the title. Give me Makhachev. I think Makhachev goes out there and finishes Poirier, man. And I might be wrong about this because Poirier can definitely pull out something crazy. He's got so much experience. But I like Makhachev. I think Makhachev should be good. I think he should be good. He should be up to get the job done here. So those are my picks, guys. Makhachev coming in at minus 485, bro. I'm probably gonna pass on. I don't know if I'll parlay Makhachev in this fight. You might as well take the unders, because under 4.5 rounds, under 3.5 rounds, it's gonna be similar to the Makhachev money line. And I do see this fight being finished either way. I don't think this is gonna go 5 rounds. I don't think Makhachev is gonna take him down, just hold it on, not get a submission off. And if this stays standing, and the Makhachev can knock him out, and Dustin Poirier can knock him out also. So I think we're gonna see a finish here either way. I like Makhachev to be the one getting the finish though. But Makhachev by finish is actually like minus 250, I think, or something like that. It's not the odds. Okay, what the odds? Makhachev fight doesn't go distance, minus 450. Yeah, you might as well parlay the fight doesn't go to distance than taking Makhachev at this crazy line. But yeah, so I like Strickland, and you can parlay the Strickland money line with the Bassil Hafez money line. Let's do a parlay. Okay, let's do a parlay. Bassil Hafez. Where's the Bassil Hafez money line? And Bassil Hafez minus 275, and Strickland. Okay, where's there we go, Strickland. And fight doesn't go the distance in this one. Fight doesn't go the distance. Plus 151. I like that they like parlay. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I actually like that they like parlay. I might end up doing that they like parlay. Maybe you can do Bassil Hafez and Sean Strickland. You can also take Makhachev, I guess, if you're more confident in Makhachev. I am confident in Makhachev. I just don't like the money line. I think it should be like minus 250, minus 300. But I get it why it's minus 500, because Makhachev has been a dominant champion. He hasn't defended the belt at 155 yet. I mean, he has wins at 155 though over top ranked guys. I mean, he went out there and beat the former champion Oliver Rowe, subbed him in the 3rd round, so second round I think. I like that they like parlay. Let me know what you guys think about that parlay. Let me know what you guys think about the picks. If you guys agree or disagree in the picks with my picks, let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Take it easy, guys. So those are my picks. Let me enter my picks. I'll enter my picks here. So Makhachev, we'll go Makhachev by submission, 3rd round. We'll go Strickland by decision. We'll go Almeida by, we'll probably go submission. Probably like 2nd on submission. We'll go step 1st on submission. Brown by decision. Kevin Holland by submission. Maybe I think submission is more likely. Yeah. Perez by decision. I like the plus 3.5 on Edwards though. I think this is gonna make this fight closer than the odds are making it seem like. Hafez by KO. I like Hafez by KO. I've been fading guys that are coming off layoffs. And Grant Dawson by decision. Matthews by decision. Almeida by decision. I'm picking a lot of decisions. I mean, hopefully I'm wrong. I'll pick Morono by knockout. I'm gonna pick him by knockout. André Lima by decisions. Those are my picks, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. And I appreciate you guys watching the content, man, as always. And if you guys want to see all my picks that I track all my picks on Tapology, this is my Tapology profile right here. And yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys watching as always. And if you guys enjoyed the breakdown, make sure you guys smash the like, and I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Take it easy, and hope you guys have a good 2 weeks. I mean, we got a week off next week. I'm probably gonna do a live stream for Cage Warriors next week. I mean, so if you guys want the Cage Warriors stream, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys want a Cage Warriors breakdown, if you guys want me breaking down the Cage Warriors card, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Take it easy, guys. Later.